Hello, I'm Ms. Cynthia, and with today's book talk, I'm focusing on Elatsoe by Darcie Little Badger. This book, which was published by Levine Querido in August 2020, has received a long list of accolades. The Locus Award honored it as a Best First Novel. It was a national indie bestseller and a finalist for the Nebula, the Lodestar, and the Ignite Awards, and it also garnered several mentions for Best Young Adult, or YA, Book of the Year. In describing this book in a way that does it justice, I'll start with a description by the publisher. The main character, Elatsoe, also called Ellie for short, lives in an alternate contemporary America that has been shaped by the ancestral magics and knowledge of its indigenous and immigrant peoples. Alongside humans, this alternate contemporary America is populated by fairies and vampires and creatures that can shift between animal and human form. Ellie herself can raise the spirits of dead animals, most importantly, her ghost dog Kirby, thanks to a skill that has been passed down through generations of her Lapanapachi family. When Ellie's beloved cousin dies, all signs point to a car crash, but his ghost tells Ellie otherwise. He was murdered. But who killed him, and how did he die? With the help of her family, her best friend Jay, and the memory of her sixth great-grandmother, Ellie's investigation leads her to a mysterious doctor who practices in the town of Willoughby, Texas. Ellie must track down the killer and unravel the mystery of this creepy town and its ominous past. Folks, I found so much to enjoy about this exceptional novel. To begin with, it's a blend of several genres, combining, in the words of its publisher, mystery, horror, noir, ancestral knowledge, haunting illustrations by Ravina Kai, as well as fantasy elements. The scene where Ellie and Jay go into the town of Willoughby, and the people in town are staring at them. I was caught up in such intense suspense. Would they even make it out of town? I think this book will hold special appeal to readers who want to enjoy fantasy or adventure without a romantic subplot. The main character, Ellie, is identified as asexual, an orientation that is seldom represented in books and media. In this case, Ellie's asexuality makes this doubly an Own Voices book because author Darcie Little Badger is asexual as well as Lapanapachi. Little Badger related in a recent interview that the story for her really started with this question: how would the world be different if the ghosts of animals roamed the earth? And how cool would it be to have a ghost dog who could both play fetch and do supernatural tricks? So that's another access point for people who read this novel, the deep connection that you can feel with a beloved companion animal. For these reasons and more, Elatsoe by Darcie Little Badger is a book I strongly recommend for young adult readers of fantasy, adventure, mystery, and the supernatural.